Hello world, this is Shizo from Cultural Stimulation Inc. Just here to make this video to give you the update on what's been happening in the background, brief you on everything that's been happening and what's to come in the near future. I hope everybody who's watching this right now is well. I hope you are taking care of yourself. I hope you are focusing on yourself and constantly evolving and becoming better people. So basically, we haven't done an episode in a while, but I think I have to emphasize the fact that Cultural Stimulation Inc. is not all about the podcast or artist spotlight. It's a combination of things, and of those things is the lifestyle as well. You also have to live a culturally stimulating life. So basically, I've been living and getting experience and learning and evolving. So with regards with the products that we mentioned on the last episode, I could safely say that the project is underway. The pendulum has swung, so everything is in motion right now. We're going to have caps like the one that's on my head right now and in different colors. You can check out our pages. We'll put up information soon on the colors that we'll have, and you can be able to grab your stuff there. Then another product. This is a prototype. We're also going to have book bags, backpacks. I don't know, whatever you would call them. Yeah. So this is the prototype. There'll be something like this kind. So yeah, I'm just hoping I can garner your support and your assistance to help me turn this into a sustainable business. And in exchange, I can give you this content and quality products. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to what the future holds. I'm excited for this new challenge. Of course, I've been reading, as I said, I've been living. I over the past couple of months, I read 3 books that helped me put everything into perspective. I read Mind Power, The Power of the Subconscious, and The Buddha in Your Mirror. So these are what people would normally categorize as self-help books, so to speak. But one thing that I learned from these books, and it seems to be like a common thread, and that thread is that you are in control. I'm in control of my own destiny, of my own mind. It all begins in the mind. So, for instance, the subconscious mind, one thing I took from the book was that there are certain things that you do with your subconscious mind and don't even realize it. So, for instance, you can just wake up in the morning. You don't tell your heart to pump blood. You don't tell yourself that you have to breathe in and out now. It just happens. That's your subconscious mind at work. So having that in mind, it helped me be aware of my surroundings and know that I'm the one who's in control, and actually allowed me to make better decisions. So those books have come in handy and they've been very helpful. Even more than that, there's a personal experience that I had that made me reevaluate my life. I think I'll get a little bit more into it probably on the next episode. But yeah, it just made me reevaluate my life and realize what's important. So I've been just trying to understand what those things could mean, asking for guidance from God, the universe, the ancestors, whatever you believe in. So yeah, that's those are some of the things that I've learned over this period of time. Another thing that I wanted to update everybody who subscribed to this page and everybody who supports Cultural Stimulation Inc. is the progression of the business and the executive side. So I wanted to make sure that before I embarked on this journey that everything was put into place. I didn't want any legal mishaps, copyright issues. So I'm proud to say that we're registered. Everything is being done by the books. Everything is being done within the limits of the law, the copyrights and everything, because we just want to set a solid foundation. Because I think that will help the brand grow, and it will help with the legitimacy of it as well. So yeah, the executive side has been sorted out. We've been working on that in the past couple of months. Everything fully registered, setting a strong foundation. Yeah, and then another thing I wanted to speak about is this idea of speaking things into existence. We often hear people say, "Oh, you just have to ponder on something and it will come true." And I've heard that numerous times. I've actually read the book The Secret, and sometimes it may sound like some mumbo jumbo stuff, but I'm here and I can attest that it's actually true. Because from the books that I just mentioned earlier, according to what I've been reading and what I believe, because it's actually manifesting in my life in this physical form, is that with the thoughts that you have and the words that you speak, you can actually reconstruct atoms, and therefore amplify your thoughts by igniting your pineal gland based on the things that you think and what that you feel. So I just focused more on thinking about things that I want to happen. That's what I spent my time thinking about. And even with the previous situation I mentioned earlier, where something unfortunate happened and it made me reevaluate my life, the personal issue that I won't really go into right now. But I started wondering, what is all this for? What's my purpose? Am I on the right path? Do I have one foot in and one foot out of the door? But everything is coming back together. And I've also learned patience, that things happen when they're supposed to, not necessarily when you want them to. So I've also learned patience in the last few months, and a lot of difficult decisions have been made and will be made in the upcoming in the near future. And this is not just for me, even for some of the people watching this. I know there are certain things that are happening in the world where there's going to be conflicts uh, in families and things of that nature due to the decisions that are going to be made. So I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just thought I should come on the channel, give you an update on what I've been doing, and assure you and myself that we're on the right track, even though things haven't happened at the time that we wanted them to. I believe everything will come to fruition. As I mentioned earlier, the pendulum has been swung. So it's all about patience and waiting for the pendulum to reach the end, the other end. So yeah, this is where we are with it right now at Cultural Stimulation. Hopefully, when things settle down after the elections, because elections are coming up this week, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of commotion here and there, and I don't feel that's a good environment for one to conduct business in, especially somebody who's just getting their feet wet. So yeah, probably next week when things have settled down, we'll be able to roll out everything that we have in store for you, with the caps, the t-shirts, the backpacks, socks, and many other things. Content wise, or regarding the channel, this channel, um, we've buffed up our team, so to speak. We've brought more people aboard on our ship. So from there on now, I think we can sell the sea of creativity and come up with very wonderful content that I can give to you. But yeah, the podcast to come more frequently now. We're going to roll out the other shows, because one of the things that was setting us back was um, the executive side of things. We just wanted everything to be done by the book, so that when we start producing content and products, we don't have to look over our shoulders. We just have to keep going and keep at it and try to stay on the path to achieve the goals that we've set for ourselves. I think one of the things that's on the tip of every Zambian tongue at the moment is the issue of the upcoming general election. I just feel that people shouldn't put all their eggs in one basket, because I know with politics people get emotionally attached and who's going to win and all that commotion. I just feel that people should look even beyond the election, regardless of who comes in power. Make sure you stay grounded and rooted in your own plans, and perhaps what the government will do will just be a supplement. Yeah, I don't think you should base your whole foundation on what the government is going to do. Yeah, you have to do for yourself. And that's why I mentioned in the beginning that I hope you are taking care of yourself, and I hope you're focusing on yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, from what I've learned or what I'm learning as I go, is that you block out the noises. Because on this journey of entrepreneurship or content creation, or basically just building a business from the ground up, you're going to encounter a lot of detractors, naysayers, people who are not wishing you well, people who don't want to support you. They only want to support you when things start popping or looking up. They don't want to be with you from the beginning. So focusing on yourself helps you to block out those noises and just have a clear vision of where you want to go. So as I mentioned as well, with the whole thing of tough decisions are going to be made. Not everybody, as just to quote Nipsey Hussle, one of my inspirations, he said in the song Victory Lap, circle got smaller, everybody can't go. So those are the type of vibes that we are on. It's just, we've just reached a time whereby people who are not adding value have to be cut off, simple and plain, because there's no room for just carrying freeloaders. Everybody has to bring something to the table. So that's just where we are with it. And yeah, just trying to weed out the detractors and people who've been holding me back. And that's a tough decision, because sometimes these people can be your friends, sometimes even family members. So I just feel focusing on yourself, as I did, will help. So just to conclude this update of the channel of Cultural Stimulation Inc. as a whole, I would just like to say that one of the mantras that I live by is, a wise man or a wise person speaks because they have something to say. A fool because they have to say something. So I felt like every time I come on this channel, it's something that I feel should be adding value to people's lives and adding value to my own life as well. So if I feel that I don't have anything that is worthy for me to produce, I'll just sit back regardless of the time that it will take. Because we also do other things. It's not that the podcast is the main thing. No, we're trying to make a sustainable business, but the podcast is a channel or a vessel that we're going to use to achieve that. So for everybody out there, just to conclude this somewhat motivational talk stroke update, is that don't give up, never give up. And that's what I've learned is the secret. Even though things don't look up, you have to keep pushing, keep learning, keep educating yourself. Be aware of the information that you take in, what you listen to, which advice you take from people, because I don't know if you know it, but the human brain or the mind is like a computer. So your perception or your reality is going to manifest based on the information that you process. So what you see, do, eat every single day on a day-to-day basis is what manifests into your reality. So whatever is happening in your life is as a result of the things, the information that you've been processing, the things that you're ingesting, or the intake that's coming from the environment. So never give up, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully when the products drop, you receive them well. As usual, if you're watching this for the first time, subscribe. This resonates with your spirit. Just to reiterate again, new merch, new things on the way, like this cap right here. We have this bag right here. Nice book bag, backpack, prototype for what's coming. So yeah, I'm just hoping for the best. I feel motivated. I feel like I know my purpose now, and I'm just going to work at that. And I feel you should do the same too. So, on that note, I'll end here. Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you, everybody, for watching wherever you are. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.